Right, boys and girls, I'm actually bringing you some bad news today because it's really not happening what we expected to happen, unfortunately, right? I am talking about the Hero Pet event that will start this Friday on the 10th, and we kind of like thought that it might be the Leonardo event, even though it was kind of like a dream, to be honest, because Plarium will never let you double deep on two different champions, on two different guaranteed events, right? And when we've seen it in the actual calendar, we were like, wow, is this actually going to happen? Plarium is going to actually change their way of doing things, and they're actually going to allow us to get Leonardo and to get stuff for the April Titan event. Well, guess what, guys? That's not going to happen, okay? So wake up from your dream because, yeah, it's not happening. This kind of like puts me in a bad spot, and probably it will put a lot of you guys, a lot of us, in a bad spot, because a lot of us probably were kind of like hoping that, you know what, we can double deep maybe and get out of the entire situation with April as well. Even though she's not really a must-have champion or anything like that, why not? Why not collect the Pokemon at the same time, right? Let me just quickly walk you through what Plarium shared. And I am talking about this Titan event, this Hero Pet event right here, which will replace the Summon Rush this weekend. Most likely we're going to have 15x events together with it, and it will give you pizza points. Now I am expecting to see approximately 200 to 300 pizza points coming out of this event. If there will be 300, most likely I'm not going to get April because I just won't have the resources to get that sorted out as well, while I'm still saving resources for a potential Leonardo Hero Pet event that most likely won't be happening only after the Titan event is done, or it will happen during midweek, kind of like as a surprise. But this Hero Pet event right here is not what we expected. So, hello everybody! This Friday, October 10th, they are planning to launch the Door Skip Pet event, where you'll have a chance to get a perfect and a split soul for granite, door keep, and other valuable goodies. Truth be told, I actually completely forgot that they are doing these Hero Pet events for souls when I've seen this Hero Pet event in the calendar, because the fusion is coming to an end, right, in exactly 11 hours, and if we were kind of like thinking about it a bit more, we would have probably caught this directly that, yeah, he's gonna be a soul for a fusion champion that probably 90% of the player base skipped, okay? Because why not? It's kind of like standard stuff. So if you're gonna decide to go for the soul to get it for this champion, you're gonna burn a lot of resources that might put you in a very, very bad spot whenever that Leonardo Pet will happen. It might not require you to open shards, but it's better to be prepared, better safe than sorry. So, you will be able to earn event points by getting artifacts and accessories, and by summoning champions from shards. Now, to get a soul in a Hero Pet event, for any champion, usually it costs you around the equivalent of 20, 22, up to maximum of 24 sacred shards. We never really had more than that, which is a lot thinking about a mediocre champion that will give you a soul. It won't really change much on anyone's account, right? And I just think it should be an easy skip. Now, the only problem that we have right here is the fact that they are going to put in approximately 200 to 300 pizza points. For this Titan event, guys, you can collect a maximum of 1,750. You will need 1,500 to be able to get the final reward, which is April, okay? If you are skipping this coming Hero Pet, and I really hope they're not going to put us in a situation where they're going to just throw in their 300 points, because that's going to be really, really bad. Truth be told, you could potentially try and get 50 points out of it in the worst case scenario, if you're really trying to go for April. You can farm some artifacts, right? We will most likely have tournaments that are starting. We have Dragon Turn Attack starting tomorrow, which is the 9th. So just 1 day prior to the hero path, you can wait till Friday with the Dragon Turn attack, farm some gear during the hero path. You have the champion training tournament that starts tomorrow as well. You can wait with that one as well till Friday if you're farming campaign. And you can acquire a minimal amount of points by doing this, right? If you're trying to get a hero path event done just by using energy, that's going to be extremely costly if we're talking about farming gear, because it will probably cost you somewhere around 25 to 35,000 energy to kind of like get the points that will enable you to collect the soul, okay? And that is very, very expensive. Now, we do have the Shredder's Rat tournament, which started today, and I'm really contemplating now to kind of like save my energy that I have all the way up to Friday and farm this as well. The only problem is that I have loaded 2,000 energy in here, and if I'm gonna keep this on the side, I'm just gonna miss out on like freaking over 1,000 energy. So probably I'm gonna use this and start saving everything till Friday. That's when I'm gonna try to complete the Shredder tournament, the Dragon Turn attack, the Champion Training tournament, and get some points for the Titan event, right? Usually they have some on the hero paths kind of like midway before you're getting into the super expensive things. So we should be able to pick at least 50 pizza points from there. But I really hope we won't have to go crazy. I hope they're not going to put 300 points in the hero path. Maximum 200, 250. Now, the reason why I think they won't be doing 300 is because this Titan event will go across 3 different weeks rather than 2 weeks as they're normally going, right? And that means that we might have an additional summoning event, okay? Even though it ends in 2 weeks and 2 days, which should be Friday, right? I think Friday is going to end, or maybe it's going to end on the Saturday, so we still have 1 day to try and get points, but most likely they won't be giving us points in the last one. Now, completing, from my point of view, a champion chase tournament, which should be next weekend, is going to be something much easier, because you have ancient shards, which are really not very helpful in a hero path or a deck of fate or anything like that, because you're getting points per shard rather than getting points per what you're summoning. And because of it, having some ancient shards saved up, having, of course, the ability to do some fusions, regardless if we're talking about a few Relic Keepers, a few Broadmass, or if you have some fragments in here, or you have some remnant summons, or maybe they're going to do a Prism event as well in the meantime. All this will make completing a champion chase much easier, right? Plus, during a champion chase tournament, we normally have 2x events. During a Summon Rush / Hero Path, we have 15x events, which is kind of like a bit making it pointless for you to open your Ancient Shards. But a Champion Chase tournament is definitely doable. So as long as they're not blocking us with getting, for example, 300 points from the Hero Path event, we should be more than fine. Now, the rewards that you can earn from this event includes a 3-star Perfect Soul, a 4-star and a 5-star Split Souls for Granite Doorkeep, alongside Titan event pizza points, Basalt, Radiant Sun Lilies, and other items. And this event will last for 72 hours. As we already noticed this in the calendar, starting Friday, ending on Monday morning straight after the arena reset, or more or less at the same time. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, we are not able to see the calendar for the next week. But we know for a fact that we are expecting on the 17th a champion chase tournament, okay? Most likely a champion training tournament somewhere around here as well, with another dungeon diver event, which of course will give us more points for the Titan event. As long as you're kind of like prepared with soul stones, right? I'm not crazy prepared with it, but I am just accumulating more and more. That should give you a fair chance at getting Leo, in case if they will require you to open soul stones. And most likely it will be required, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Mainly because it's very, 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 very hard to save up big and medium soul stones, unlike saving sacred shards that are dropping from the clan boss, right? I started saving soul stones and sacred shards at pretty much at around the same time. I have 14 sacred shards. I've been very, very unlucky recently with the drops from the clan boss. I haven't got one in quite a few days. And you can see my soulstone count, right? I do have the small ones, which I have been saving for quite a while now, well before the moment when I started saving the sacred shards. And I really think that they will try to make it as hard as possible. Probably they might require to open shards and open soulstones and either champion training. If they're doing a champion training during the hero path for Leonardo, that's going to be really, really good because you're going to be able to get in a lot of points, regardless if you're not going to be extremely prepared with shards or soulstones. You can just use your brews, you can use your barrels, you can use your freaking chickens, you can make a lot of food. It's not all about just using your energy, like farming gear, where you need around 30k energy to even have a chance, right? So that will be extremely, extremely helpful. But of course, we do not really know exactly what they are planning to do. In fact, we don't even know when they are going to release that hero path. But one thing that I'm kind of like positive is that most likely it will be the last event. I have a feeling that they will be doing the Deck of Fate for Raphael before they're going to do the hero path, just to drain even more resources, okay? That's what I'm thinking, because if we looked at the schedule, and if I remember it correctly, I think the Titan event for April was scheduled to be literally the last out of the events, was Raphael, and then was Leonardo in the middle, if I remember it correctly. So I think they might bait us with a Raphael before they're doing the Leonardo event. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you planning to go for the Titan event to get April? Are you planning to summon during this hero path to get the soul for this fusion champion? Or you're going to try and squeeze a few points in there to be able to claim some of the Titan points? Or you're not going to bother with it at all? Personally, my main goal is to reach 1000 points to get a frame. I know it's not far off from the 1500, so it's kind of like almost like a no-brainer, go for it. But most likely I will try to go for it, especially if they're not going to screw us with this hero path to basically make us go in for it to get the Titan points. And hopefully they won't be doing it with a Deck of Fate either throughout the midweek, because that can be something that most likely is going to happen. I have a feeling that during this Titan event, we will get a Deck of Fate, which most likely it will happen either next week, in the middle of the week, either on the final week of the Titan event, right? Because it kind of like makes no sense. Why does it end on a Friday or on a Saturday, okay? So I think that Deck of Fate will be the one for Raphael, and it will happen either next week, either the week after. And maybe that's something that's going to require us to open soulstones. But we're going to have to basically wait and see, guys. It's just kind of like speculation at the moment, trying to anticipate their moves. I do tend every now and then to get this stuff right. So hopefully it's kind of like sharing a bit of clarity to kind of like help you prepare ahead. And it's of course going to be up to you what decisions you're making, for what events you're going, what you're skipping. But that's my plan, at least. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.